Wow, what do you know? It's Saturday again, and I'm so blessed to be on this side of the grass again and be able to say good morning to all of you and all of you dear viewers. Thank you so much. I had so many calls last week from the show we did on the Panama City Beach Pier, and a lot of compliments. And it's all thanks to my great director, Jay Granberg. And by the way, Jay does independent video and production work, weddings, whatever, and he's always available to do independent work for you. His phone number is 630-3993. That's Jay Granberg, and I'm sure he's going to put a little billboard up here so he can promote his business, and he does fantastic work. You can obviously see what he does for me to make me look good. So I just thank him so much for what he does, and want you all to know that wedding season is not too far away. And if you want a top professional job done, if you need video work done, insurance work, any of those kind of things, depositions, any lawyers out there, call Jay, because he's got the most up-to-date equipment to do a fantastic job for you. And don't let me forget about tides. He usually reminds me, because this time of the year, a lot of our fishing is controlled by what the tides are doing. When we have that real strong high tide that's going out, that's a great time to fish. But even better is when we have a very low tide and a very strong incoming tide. That tends to bring the fish in from the Gulf. And right now they're catching a lot of big king mackerel. I was on Panama City Beach Pier. They're catching some well over 30 pounds. They're catching them all around the whistle buoy and the weather buoy. Don't pass up the weather buoy. Lots of cigar minnows around there, and of course the bait is the key. Also, be on the lookout for Spanish mackerel and some of those big bluefish. And trust me, when you hear people say that they're not any good to eat, that they're oily, that's a lot of baloney. Bluefish are a white, flaky fish once you've cooked it, and it's great whether you're going to bake it, cook it on the grill, smoke it, whatever you do with it. It's a great fish. That's why every seafood restaurant in New England has bluefish on the menu. And it wouldn't be there if it wasn't a very good edible fish. Brim and bass fishing is just going haywire everywhere. All of our rivers and so forth are finally getting back down to some normalcy, and if we can avoid having all these rainstorms, they'll be getting down so that when you go over to Howard's Creek and places like that, you're going to find the brim starting to bed up, same in Lake Wimico. And here's a secret to Lake Wimico. One of the reasons that it's such a great fishing place, all of that grass is just alive with little tiny freshwater grass shrimp. And people don't realize this, but all you have to do is take a fine mesh crab net, dip it down into that grass, and then dump the grass into a 5-gallon bucket and shake it, and all those little shrimp will go bouncing down to the bottom. Then you use about a number 12 or 14 tiny hook to put 2 or 3 of them on at a time. The most fantastic bait you can use, but that's why Wimico is so great. It's because this is just like fish candy. The fish are down there and they're just continually nibbling at the little shrimp can't get away. So it's a great place to fish, and that's one of the big tips you can use when you're fishing down there. Send me your pictures. Remember, all you have to do is send it to Jim's FNN Fishing News, Jim's FNN at gmail.com. And of course, FNN stands for Fishing News Network, which is who we are. Jim's FNN Fishing News Network is who we are. Don't forget, where do I buy all of my fresh vegetables and stuff? Tanya's Garden, as I keep telling you. I do all the cooking, all the grocery shopping. Tanya's is right up there across from Soul Tractor on Highway 77, just before you get to Haney Vocational School. All the fresh stuff that's in there right now, your mouth will water when you see it. This past week, I think Pat and I had sauteed zucchini and yellow squash and some of those wonderful Vidalia onions 2 or 3 times, but it's so easy to cook and it tastes so good. And get there in late afternoon and you'll see you'll see her peacock that comes prancing around crowing. Tanya's Garden, right there on Highway 77. And of course, if you have any trailer problems, if you need trailer work, or if you need a trailer, who do you go to? You go to AMW Trailers, because they've been building them there since the 50s. They now make aluminum, they make galvanized, they make custom trailers. They've just made a custom trailer for me for a 17-foot square back canoe, not a ginu, a canoe. And it's great because it's a wonderful fishing device, but they're the people you go to, AMW Trailers, right there. Well, we're going to be back in just a few minutes, and we're going to be talking with Keith Baker here at the Panama City Leisure Services office about fishing event number 15 coming up for Take a Kid Fishing, and it's Hooked on Fishing. It's the one that they have at the Life Management Center. So stay with us, because we've got great stuff coming back for you right now.
For everything you need on or off the water, visit the Panama City and St. Andrews Marinas. Both locations provide you with easy access boat slips, ramps, fuel, bait, and tackle. Come visit our ship stores and see our unique nautical gifts and clothing, or just relax with a cool drink and grab a snack while watching the boats come in.
Don't forget that mariner on your shopping list. Come by and see our unique nautical gifts, cards, and clothing at Panama City or St. Andrews Marina. Call 872-7272 for more information.
Meet Henson Hindenburg, king of the road at Baytown Tire, 2609 West 15th Street, just before the curve. For 20 years, he's taken care of your cars, trucks, and commercial vehicles. Baytown Tire carries tires including Michelin, Yokohama, BF Goodrich, and Uniroyal. A new set gets free rotation every 6 months. Alignment is done on the latest digital equipment, and his diagnostic can read all your computer info for proper repairs. All his service folks are ASE certified. Give him a call today at 873-8900.
Hi, this is Larry Lee from Coin and Bullion Reserves. Do you need to raise some quick cash? People from all over the southeastern United States have been doing that for over 39 years here at Coin and Bullion Reserves, and here's how it's done. You go to your jewelry box, you get that old unused gold chain, you bring it to Coin and Bullion Reserves at the corner of East Avenue and 15th Street in Panama City, where you will get more for your gold than any place in the United States, and you can take that to the bank.
When was the last time you took a few minutes out of your busy schedule to enjoy the simple things? The wide open spaces, the uncharted territory, the moments that seem to stick with you for a lifetime. Well, what are you waiting for? Half hitch. Get out there.
Need a storage shed, pole barn, or garage? Who do you call? Two-time site-built buildings. They come completely prefabbed with aluminum siding and 3/4-inch floors. Constructed on your property by James McConnell and his crew. With no middleman, his prices is lower, and with easy payment terms. Here's my 12-foot by 20-foot shed that went through a 3-foot gate and anchored like a mobile home. He's been building here for 15 years. See the samples at 3822 Highway 98 in Springfield, and call today at 850-257-5729. When you want your lawn to go from this to this, you need to call Leroy Dennis and his helper Bill Grimes. They can do it in one day. Not only that, but Leroy offers discounts to seniors and active and former military. He and his partner can handle any commercial jobs. Don't wait to give them a call at 358-6696. Guess what? If you aren't satisfied, I'll pay for it myself. Don't delay. Call the experts now and look great tomorrow. Well, good morning, Keith Baker. Glad to see you. You're the new Director of Leisure Services for Panama City?
Yes, sir. I've been here for a little over a year. Started February 28th of 2012. Happy to be here.
You replaced Beryl McIntyre.
That's right, yeah. Yes, sir.
So we've had such a wonderful connection here. You know, back years ago, when he first was going to have this event, they needed a bunch of fishing rods. And with my connections, thanks to some very good people that I know, came up with 50 rod and reel combos for him.
And you know, and that tradition continues. It's amazing how both public and private sectors have reached out in this event. And we have the men's club, Panama City Men's Club, that have continued that tradition. Last year they donated, I think it was 80 rods and reels, and this year have done the same. So
Now, that's Oakland Terrace Men's Club, isn't it?
that's right. Oakland Terrace Men's Club.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Yeah,
That's okay. Just make sure we give the credit where it goes
that's
there.
right.
And of course, your theme is hooked on fishing, and it's such a wonderful opportunity to get young people out there with a rod and reel in their hand and catch those catfish.
Yeah, I it kind of brings back memories when I was with my dad and my brother. We fished as young people, and that was just a good time, getting away with family and just that whole experience.
And we got to remind people that that's going on today. This is Saturday, and it's going on today.
That's right.
So be there. It starts at 7 o'clock. And are you going to have the weenie wagon there?
We're going to have food, beverages, all those things will be available.
It's all free.
That's right. It's all free, provided by the various organizations, and again, we can't say how grateful we are for the different companies and organizations that come out and reached out and provided these things.
And I made a guess, and I hit it on the head. This will be your number 15.
That's right. You did a good job. I had to go look, but you knew all along.
I don't know how I guessed that one.
Well, you did a good job. Yeah, it's I'm just glad to be a part of it. This will be my second year. The first year was it was really neat to see that many kids and parents show up to the lake and all gather around to catch a catfish.
Yeah, remind people, it is at leisure at the Life Management Center.
That's right.
So that's right down by the police station on Highway 98.
That's right. 525 East 15th Street.
Yep, and you can't miss it. There'll be a lot of signs, and you'll see all the kids, and you just come and register and sign up. And you have loaner rod and reels for them, don't you?
That's right. We have loaner rods and reels, and just if you don't have a rod or a reel, just show up, and we'll certainly provide that.
And bait.
And bait, yes. Just trying to figure out the right bait. So that's your job. You need to tell us what to do there. But we've got several types of baits, some better than others, I guess.
Well, a lot of folks say chicken liver is the best for it's catfish that you have in there.
Yes, sir. Catfish.
How big are the ones you stock?
I think the ones we stock typically around 2 pounds, but then you have those that are left over from years past that grow, and so there's some lunkers in there.
Well, kids always bring in 6 or 7, 8, 10 pounds or something.
Oh yeah.
And of course they can keep their fish.
Right. You go home with the fish, and hopefully it's big enough to provide a meal for everyone.
Well, I notice on here it's a 6-fish limit. Not too many get a limit.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody limit out last year, but of course, I know I didn't limit out last year.
Were you fishing?
I did. I brought my daughter, and looking forward to that again. My daughter and I will come and hopefully catch a couple fish.
How old is she?
She's 7.
Oh, that's a perfect age. Yeah.
Yeah, she's. It was fun. Of course, Dad had to take the fish off, and Dad had to put the bait on. So, but hey, that's what we do.
I thought Dad was up there weighing the fish in.
It wasn't that big.
Oh no, but who's going to be your weighmaster then?
We'll have several people from staff that will be there, and so I don't know any name in particular right now. We'll have several that will be announcing to the world how big people's fish are.
Okay, and of course I hope we'll have plenty of good coverage there from TV and stuff, and get it on the air, because it is such a great event. How many kids do you average? I don't remember.
Last year, it's roughly around 250 children.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
So, and that's a big turnout. Now, obviously, from 7 o'clock to 12. They come and go. So, would say probably earlier the better.
Always. Yeah.
So.
And the fish bite better earlier in the morning, I think.
Right, and it feels better in the morning. Yeah, I'm sure if the sun's out, it could get pretty warm by midday.
Yes, it can. And I was just trying to think, is there any other things we need to tell folks? except that it's a wonderful thing that you do and a great opportunity that we want to keep going. I was just looking over the list of some of your sponsors here, and of course Buffalo Rock is one, and there's the Panama Civitan Club, the Oakland Terrace Men's Club, the Life Management Center. They certainly do a lot of work towards it. Anybody I'm forgetting?
No, that's normally the groups that, well, that's who were involved last year. Occasionally, we'll have, well, for here, we got a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Let's take a look at the T-shirt.
This is a shirt that we had from last year, and we'll be passing some of these shirts out. We'll be giving these out to probably the first 150 children that come. And so this is something that we have sponsored by several groups, and last year we had some private organizations that helped out.
What's on the back?
Well, on the back are the sponsors.
Oh, good. Okay.
And so there you see some of the various sponsors that were involved last year, and some of the same ones will be.
Yeah, I see Gulf Asphalt on there for one.
Mm-hmm.
To miss them.
Yeah.
And what's the UFFAS extension?
Well, you caught me on that one.
Sorry about that. Anyway, that's one of the sponsors. So,
But no, it's neat to have, when you have children involved, I think a lot of people show up, and it's really neat how we have various organizations that contribute their time. A lot of volunteers will be there.
oh yeah, you have a lot of volunteer help because you need it with all those kids.
That's right. And so we would certainly ask anyone that would like to volunteer their time to come on out and bait hooks and just participate in several ways.
And one thing we do want to mention is we've been so lucky. I don't recall any child getting hooked.
Well, again, this will be my second year, but hopefully, knock on wood.
I don't recall that over the years a single kid getting hooked.
Yeah. you know, that probably, hopefully that's not bad luck.
I know it. Well, listen, such a pleasure to meet you and
Mr. Wilson.
your organization. Say hello to Quilla out there. We've known Quilla a long time.
That's right. Quilla will probably be our first weighmaster.
Okay, yeah. And what's Brenda doing?
Brenda has left us, unfortunately. Yeah. She and her family moved back to Ohio.
Oh, okay. So that's what happened. They moved.
Yeah, they moved, and it was an unfortunate loss for us because she was a great personality.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, there we have it, and we'll be showing you some video coming up after the second break of our tournament of the Kids' Day from last year. And so you'll see what you'll be missing out on if you don't get there for this year. It's today, 7 o'clock it starts. So we'll see you all there, and we'll be back with more after this break.
Hi, this is Larry Lee from Coin and Bullion Reserves. Do you need to raise some quick cash? People from all over the southeastern United States have been doing that for over 39 years here at Coin and Bullion Reserves, and here's how it's done. You go to your jewelry box, you get that old unused gold chain, you bring it to Coin and Bullion Reserves at the corner of East Avenue and 15th Street in Panama City, where you will get more for your gold than any place in the United States, and you can take that to the bank.
Meet Henson Hindenburg, king of the road at Baytown Tire, 2609 West 15th Street, just before the curve. For 20 years, he's taken care of your cars, trucks, and commercial vehicles. Baytown Tire carries tires including Michelin, Yokohama, BF Goodrich, and Uniroyal. A new set gets free rotation every 6 months. Alignment is done on the latest digital equipment, and his diagnostic can read all your computer info for proper repairs. All his service folks are ASE certified. Give him a call today at 873-8900.
The Captain Anderson makes fishing a breeze. There's a galley on board, and your comfortable trip is all-inclusive. Rod, reel, tackle, bait, and your fishing license. The traditional all-day trip from 7 to 5 p.m. Come aboard the Captain Anderson for a relaxing day of bottom fishing. There's plenty of room, so bring the whole family. It's a whopping big adventure, and that's no fishtail. The Captain Anderson is located at Captain Anderson's Marina, where the fish are always biting and the kids are always smiling. Please call for cruise schedules.
When was the last time you took a few minutes out of your busy schedule to enjoy the simple things? wide open spaces, the uncharted territory, the moments that seem to stick with you for a lifetime. Well, what are you waiting for? Half Hitch. Get out there.
Need a storage shed, pole barn, or garage? Who do you call? Two-time site-built buildings. They come completely prefabbed with aluminum siding and 3/4-inch floors. Constructed on your property by James McConnell and his crew. With no middleman, his prices is lower, and with easy payment terms. Here's my 12-foot by 20-foot shed that went through a 3-foot gate and anchored like a mobile home. He's been building here for 15 years. See the samples at 3822 Highway 98 in Springfield, and call today at 850-257-5729. When you want your lawn to go from this to this, you need to call Leroy Dennis and his helper Bill Grimes. They can do it in one day. Not only that, but Leroy offers discounts to seniors and active and former military. He and his partner can handle any commercial jobs. Don't wait to give them a call at 358-6696. Guess what? If you aren't satisfied, I'll pay for it myself. Don't delay. Call the experts now and look great tomorrow.
What are you going to catch?
Can you say it louder?
Catfish. Okay, a big one or a little one? Big catfish. Okay. Fish off.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's the same thing that happened. Wow, look at that one. Good one, Kenny. Oh my God.
Well, there's the first fish we've seen. Looks like a catfish. And he swallowed the hook.
Is it ringing? Hold on, is it ringing?
Catfish nuggets, huh? Did you catch any fish yet?
Say no, sir, not yet.
Not yet, but my mom is fixing.
She's holding the. There you go.
Fish on! Fish on! Turtle line. You enter him in the contest? No. It's a turtle. Turtle. It's a turtle. Oh, God, dang it.
Is it something?
Turtle on.
Just to remind you, at the end of the day, we will be having a big fish contest. We've got a weigh station set up if you've got one you'd like to enter.
There you go. Fish on. There's one on it.
Really?
He hasn't pulled it under. He's playing with it. You'll know because that thing will go under. Don't keep pulling that in so hard. That'll scare him away.
That might be the leader, son.
Ooh, that's a nice one. Oh, you just have to. That's why you always have to keep your eye on that thing. Snare bait to your launch.
2 pounds.
Oh, that's okay. I hear you, buddy. No, that ain't a turtle. That's a cat. What are you going in there? reeling.
Chicken livers are good.
Yes, they are.
I even like them, but I like to cook them. I don't like them like that.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
All right. Toss it in.
I got some hooks.
There you go. Now catch a fish. Well, catch a fish.
I don't know,
Okay.
it's out there somewhere. You can't see it anyway.
Well, just wait a minute. Got fish?
You got 3 on the bank over there.
I hear you. Get him. Keep that rod high. That's right. Good fish.
Look at that.
Good fish.
Oh.
Good one. There you go.
It's gonna be 2 pounds, I think.
Good fish.
I think it's gonna be 2 pounds.
Now you caught a fish.
Oh, he got it.
Put a hook on.
Okay.
Go with me.
Go with your fish. Mason, you catching a fish?
Yeah.
Good. Good boy.
I put my shirt on.
It's a big turtle.
Soft shell. Yeah, it's a big old soft shell.
Anybody like to eat turtle? That's good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Also, the fire
That's a lot of
department is
fish.
here, so go into the fire truck.
Now you're gonna have to catch all your dinners from now on. You might be able to pull out here.
Those 2, just like that. All right, stand by Kenny.
That's as big as you.
All right. Say fish.
Say fish.
That's good.
What do you have on your